We're going to start today's practice in all fours. We're going to extend the arms out and then send the hips up into the sky, stretching out the arms, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the nose throughout our whole practice. Inhaling, pressing to cobra or up dog, pressing into your palms. Exhale, send the hips back. We're going to go chin, chest, and then back to up dog or cobra. Slowly send the hips back just a bit. Chin, chest, up dog or cobra. Hips back. From here, we're going to do some gentle hip rocking motions. Engaging your core the entire time of our practice. Feel free to deepen your hip rotations depending on your body. I always encourage students to do what feels right, do what feels good. And we're going to curl the toes, come to down dog. Inhale your left leg up, and we're going to bend the knee, opening up the hip just a bit, rotating the ankle, release the left leg. Inhale the right leg, bend the right knee, rotate your hip, rotate the ankles, or the right ankle rather. We're going to bend the knees and release them to the ground, come into child's pose. From child's pose, we're going to bring our left leg up, knee bent, ground a root through that left heel, and then we're going to extend our right leg. There's energy in the right leg as well as the left, and if it's in your practice, you can take a twist. Go ahead and plant the hands, release that right knee, straighten out the left leg, bring the left leg back, and we'll do the same thing on the right side. Ground a root through your right heel. Extend your left leg. This is crescent. And then we're going to take our twist. As you exhale, make your twist deeper. Release your palms. Release both knees to the ground. And we are up in hero's pose. Here my knees are slightly apart, and we're just going to find some movement through the neck. Gentle pressure on our hips. Extending your arms forward in child's pose. If this is difficult for you, or if you have difficulty breathing, you can change that as needed. We're going to come into pigeon here. It's a really good hip opener. We're going to settle in here for a breath or two. Really important that you continue breathing steadily. And we're going to switch sides, switching to the right hip, settling into pigeon on the right side. Focusing on your breath as you inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Curling the left toes slightly, bending the knees, belly still engaged. And we're going to round the back and exhale to arch. Inhale, rounding the back. And then as we arch here, focus on creating space in the low back, releasing any tension there. Inhale, engaging, and then exhale to release and arch. We're now going to move into frog pose, which is a little bit of an advanced pose, and you can watch me first and then try. If it is too intense for you, simply come into bound angle. but this is a deep and intense hip opener, and it's really, really good for the hips. It's good for the womb space, and although it can be a challenging posture, it's really, really good for you. So find what works for you, and we're going to settle in and be here for several breaths. When you are in any hip opener asana, you are going to want to really use your breath, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling deeply through your nose, and imagine the space that you are working on really opening up, and allow yourself to settle in, allow yourself to surrender to the stretch. After moving out of frog, we're going to move right into a split. Now, again, this is definitely something that is more advanced, but really good for our hips, our yoni, our womb. And here we're going to fold into bound angle. I do have a splits video on how to get your splits quickly. I'll link it in the description box below. We're going to inhale to bring our torso up out of our bound angle, and then we're going to move into our splits on the other side. It is also very important that you listen to your body. On this day, I did not stay in my splits that long because I had a lot of tightness in my legs. And this also, if splits is not something that you can do, please do not try to force your body into something that it cannot move into. Next, this is called Happy Baby or Happy Buddha, and we're just opening up the hips again, and this also applies a little pressure on the low back. It should feel good. I'm just going to be here for a few breaths, and then exhale to release the feet. And then we're going to separate the knees and find bound angle. And we're going to bring our hands to our womb space in a triangle, kind of in the shape of our uterus and the ovaries, fallopian tubes. We're simply going to breathe into our womb space, eyes closed, get comfortable. When and if you're ready, we'll slowly close the knees and then exhale to release the legs out in front or into the room. The palms can still be on the womb, and we're just going to continue to breathe and settle into Shavasana for a few breaths. As you're ready, slowly rolling over to our side in the fetal position. Staying here for a couple breaths for gratitude. Honor and recognize your efforts today in your practice. Honor your womb. And thank yourself for taking time for yourself. As you're ready, we're going to slowly press our bodies up and make our way to Sukhasana. Couple rotations with our neck right and left, just to further wake the body up. Do what makes sense to you. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, and as you exhale, release the shoulders. Take your time when you do this, there is no rush. Inhale to sweep the arms up, palms to heart center for another pause. My gratitude to you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.